Have you ever experienced that you're struggling answering the question, what do you do in life? What is your focus? What is your purpose? What is your main destiny in this life? Have you ever experienced when you were a kid, your family, the friends, they would ask you like, what do you want to do when you grow up? But you could not answer that question. And for a long period of my life, I saw that there is something wrong with me because I could not answer these questions. And not because I didn't know and I didn't have any interest. I have too many of those interests and I had too many things that I'm passionate about and I want to give them a try. That's why if you experience that, you're struggling picking that one focus, I want you to know that there is nothing wrong with you, and we will talk more about it today. And I hope after watching this video, you'll find this sort of relief inside of you. And I found this relief the moment I learned about the concept of being multi-potentialite. Several years ago, I stumbled upon the video of Emily Wapnick where they talked about this concept of being multipotentialite. And then I realized that I am a multipotentialite. I am capable of many things and I have many interests and there is nothing wrong with me. So let's dive deeper into talking more about that and what to do when you don't have one true calling, but you have many of them. And again, there's nothing wrong with you and we will figure it out why and what makes you actually special. So what is the problem? Where is the idea of picking one focus is coming from? We can go back to society, to the environment, to our childhood, to our parents, to our culture. We grew up, even when we were kids, everyone would ask us like, what do you want to do when you grow up? They ask this question for fun. Maybe you want to grow up to be an astronaut. Maybe you want to be a teacher. Though our parents tend to ask those things because it's just interesting to know and to see maybe your true potentials and your true talents. And we keep on getting this question, not only when we're kids, we go to school and they start asking this question in school, primary school, secondary school, high school, you go to university, and every time we get this question of what is your major? What do you want to study? What is your field of focus? And everyone wants from us to find this one focus. And I personally always struggled finding out this one true focus. Even back in the secondary school, the moment I had to go to the high school, you have to pick the major for your high school. And I couldn't pick. I didn't know where to go and what to do because I was good at math. I was good with languages and we had the linguistics class. So should I go and take the linguistics class and do linguistic major? Or should I go to science and do the mathematics, physics, and IT major? So I struggled. I could not pick. That's why at our school, we actually had the special assessment for us. We had about 500 different questions. You come, you work with a therapist, with a school psychologist, with a counseling. They help you to identify and they help you to pick the major. So it's kind of a long-term process, but I did it. I answered all of those questions. And the results were that 51% I was into the science related to mathematics, physics, and IT. And 49% was about social sciences, like communications major, doing the linguistics and all of those things. So, and I realized that, yeah, I did that, but it was no help. It did not help me to pick what I want to do. Like 51 versus 49, it's like almost 50-50. That's why, since I was pretty good at math in my high school, I graduated majoring in mathematics, physics, and IT. Even though I was not good at physics or like information technologies, I was good at math. And of course, my whole class, everyone was taking the state exams related to those subjects, and I end up going to do the communication major at my university. So I did my 51% in high school and my 49% of social studies back at university. But I always felt that there is something that is missing, that it's not enough. My communication major, it was not enough. That's why I did double minors in publishing. I did another minor in educational psychology, because there were so many other things I was interested in and so many things I wanted to give a try, and I was actually pretty good in many of them. And that's why for a long period of time, I did think that there is something wrong with me. There's something wrong why I cannot pick that one specific field of my focus. I'm wasting my time because I want to find one thing and continue putting my head down and working towards achieving the success and result in this one field. And I'm wasting my time. I'm not good in this, and I was lacking the confidence and believe in myself that I'm actually good and I'm actually capable of many things. And it's also coming from society. Everyone wants you to come up with your focus, and if you don't have the focus, you're not going to succeed, you're not going to achieve things in life. You do so many different things at the same time, and you are like everywhere and you're nowhere at the same time. So I was listening to all of those people and all this extra noise around me, and until the moment I found out about the idea of being multipotentialite. What is the multipotentialite? I will show you the clip from the TED Talk of Emily Wapnick so you can get a better understanding about this concept and what it actually means.
A multipotentialite is someone with many interests and creative pursuits. It's a mouthful to say. It might help if you break it up into 3 parts: multi-potential and ite. You can also use one of the other terms that connote the same idea, such as the polymath, the Renaissance person. Actually, during the Renaissance period, it was considered the ideal to be well-versed in multiple disciplines. Barbara Scher refers to us as scanners. Use whichever term you like or invent your own. I have to say I find it sort of fitting that as a community, we cannot agree on a single identity.
So as you could see, if somebody asks you, what do you do in life? Like, you know, when you go and meet new people, everyone asks you like, oh, what is your name? What do you do? And I always experience that I cannot answer this question. I cannot answer this question in a simple phrase. Let's say I'm a marketing manager, I'm a teacher, I'm an entrepreneur, I have my own business. I could not, because I am a marketing manager at the same time, I'm a spiritual mentor, I'm doing day trading, I'm recording these YouTube videos, I'm a content creator, and I have so many other things. And if I'm going to answer right now that I'm a marketing manager, will it express my true identity? Will the person understand who I am? And by me saying that I'm a marketing manager, it's kind of putting the label on me and kind of limits me, but I'm limitless. My capabilities are limitless, and I'm capable of way more than just being a marketing manager. That's why the whole idea of being a multi-potentialite, that you can be a spiritual mentor, a day trader, and a content creator at the same time, and that's okay. So you should always come up, of course, with your primary focus, but personally for me, my primary focus would shift from like 1 week, I would focus on the spiritual mentorship programs and teaching to people and having different sessions. And that's a week the focus would be focusing on trading. So it's my different moments of my life, my primary focus would shift, but it would be still around this 3 different subjects and 3 different things in my life. And that's totally okay. That's totally normal. The moment I realize that I'm actually unique, that makes me special, that makes me stand out from other people, and I started using it to my own advantage. Every time I would go to different job interviews, they would ask me like, what makes you special from other candidates? And I would always say, you know, I have analytical skills background. I love numbers. I like analyzing things. I like structuring things and organizing stuff. But at the same time, I'm a very creative person. I have a diploma in interior design. I've done the graphic design. So I can bring both analytical aspects to work, and I can bring the creative aspects to work. So I made this as my superpower. And the problem is, for many people who are multipotentialites, they think that it's their weakness. They think that it's their weakness that they have so many focuses, that they have so many interests in this life. And if this is about you, I want you to realize, and I want you to start taking it as your superpower. People who are multipotentialites, we actually learn things better than other people because we have more interest and we are more interested in learning things. We are always focusing on educating ourselves. We are always focusing on learning more concepts. Our mind is way broader than for other people. We have so many interests. At the same time, I can learn about the history of art. I can go and learn about the financial market. I can learn about the cars, and I can learn about the fashion, because we have so many interests and we have so many passion. That's why we can even engage in different conversations with different people, and we can build more connections because we just want to dive deeper into learning more about different skills. we can generate ideas better than the others. Like from my example, that I can bring the analytical side and a creative side to the team. I can see things from different perspectives than other people. I can see things from the creative perspective, and I can see them from analytical perspective. And every time I work with people, I have experience in marketing as well. So every time I do my spiritual sessions and people are struggling with career, since I have the marketing side and I know, let's say, how to promote yourself when it comes to content creation, to social media, I can use this side as well. I have experience in financial markets and trading. I can use and implement that as well. So it's all related, and we can generate ideas better than the other people. So first one was the learning, the idea of rapid learning, then the way how we can generate ideas, and the third one is adaptability, how we can adapt to different situations in life. Since we are ready for changes, we are more adaptable for different life changes because we are not afraid. We are not afraid to try different things. We are not afraid to dive deeper into learning something new. We are not afraid of different life transformations, and because we are not limited. We are not limited by one specific subject, by one specific thing. We are beyond that. We are more capable of going outside of comfort zone and going and trying so many different things in this life. So if you are a multi-potentialite, if you just realize that this is you, and I want you to understand that you have so many superpowers and there's nothing wrong with you, and it's definitely not your weakness because you have so many different things you want to focus on in life, and that should not limit you and how you see yourself and how you position yourself in this world and what you do in this life. And every time if somebody telling you that you have to pick one focus, yes, you have to maybe set up the primary focus. Maybe you have to identify like top 3 things, but it's okay if one week is one thing is more important, next week is another thing important. So do not limit yourself, and do not let the society, your parents, your family limit you and tell you that you have to pick one thing and you have to focus on one thing only. Many people don't understand it. Again, it comes from the culture. It comes from years of our parents that you have to go to the medical school and you have to become a doctor. And if you graduated from medical school, you cannot change your major. You cannot change different things in your life. You can go and explore, and there is nothing wrong with you, and there is nothing wrong in going and trying different activities in this life. So the moment I started realizing my full potential was the moment I realized that I'm a multi-potentialite and there's nothing wrong with me. I started believing more in myself, and I started being more confident in myself, and I started showing all my talents, all my skills without limiting myself to the specific field only. Even the idea of this YouTube channel or the idea of my social media pages, I tried for a long time to have separate pages, one page for spiritual mentorship, one page for design work, another separate page for trading. And at the moment I realized, why am I having 3 different pages? If it's all me, that's who I am. I am a spiritual mentor and I am a day trader at the same time. And that's what makes me special. That's what makes me unique. Are you going to find a lot of women, first of all, in trading and finances? Are you going to find a woman who does the trading and spiritual mentorship at the same time? No, not a lot. So that's why don't be afraid and don't push away all your different identities and all your different interests. Express yourself. You don't have to separate your identity to different Instagram pages, to different social media pages, just because it's how it's supposed to be. No, express yourself and be your true self. The moment you will realize it, the moment you will start showing it off, the moment you will realize there's so much potential in you and in your identity, that's when you will start feeling more fulfilled in life, more happy in life, more confident in yourself and how you position yourself as well. That's why after watching this video, if you are a multi-potentialite, I want you to go and express yourself. And I want you to start believing in yourself, and I want you to stop thinking that there is something wrong with you because you cannot pick one focus. We are moving away from the idea of one focus in life and one major in life. let's break all of those stereotypes. Let's express ourselves and let's express our full potential. I don't want you to limit yourself because that's not the major you studied at school, because that's not the field you're in, that's not what your family want to do. We don't care. I want you to express who you are and to connect with your inner self and your inner spirit. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something new about yourself, or maybe you have other people around you who are potentially a multi-potentialite, so you can feel and understand them better. And maybe every time you meet new people, instead of asking like, what do you do? Maybe you can come up with different set of questions. Maybe people can talk more about their interests, what they love doing in the free time, what they like, how they like expressing themselves. So you can come up with something. Let's move away from all of those labels, and let's move away from the idea that we have to find this one focus only and for the rest of our lives. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you think that you're a multi-potentialite, if you feel that you're a multi-potentialite, share in the comments below. Thank you. Have a good one.